Because a guy, by the way, if a guy calls you beautiful or whatever, that doesn't mean like you're in the same way that like if your
Yeah,
mom,
they want to fuck, right?
like your mom's like, oh my God, you're so handsome, you're so beautiful. Like that doesn't mean.
You say my mom fucking lies to me?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
It's just fucking hurt my feelings, Brian. She just told me I was handsome today. So who's a good boy? You're a very handsome boy. Is she lying?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. But I again, can you think of a female celebrity who you think is a 9?
Sorry, I'm just trying to think.
How about a male celebrity who's a 9? 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Male celebrity.
Male celebrity. I don't know. I would say maybe like Glenn Powell.
Anybody else who?
Ryan Gosling.
I see Glenn Powell, Ryan Gosling, another 9. You know what? Ryan Gosling's perfect. So just to be clear, your self-assessment of your own physical attractiveness puts you on obviously he's a male, there's difference, but wait, Nick, Google Glenn Powell, image search it, please. Your league is Ryan Gosling and Glenn Powell. You can just stare at me, or you
No,
can.
I mean,
that's your league.
I guess I've dated men that are as attractive as them.
But when you say dated, what do you mean dated?
Like a long-term relationship with a man that was as attractive as those men.
You dated men who were just as attractive as Ryan Gosling.
Yes, I have.
And Glenn Powell. Nick, do you have a photo of Glenn Powell? So, and also like the body too, like that
Yes.
physically fit, like top
Yes.
1% male.
Yes, I have dated men like that.
I'm not trying to be rude. Like I'm aware. I'm overweight right now. I'm chubby. My dear, you're overweight.
I'm aware of that.
How could you be a 9?
Because I'm not always overweight. Just because I'm.
You're currently overweight. You said I'm
Okay.
currently a 9.
Okay.
Well,
No.
I understand.
But how are you a 9?
I understand. When I said after, that was my own belief in how I see myself. Whenever we went to the point of if it was 100,000 men voting me, I said a 6.
I'm sorry. I also would like to jump in. I want to say, and I don't know how to word these in ways that don't seem personal. I would argue you're more attractive than Glenn Powell and less attractive than Ryan Gosling, right?
Powell's, like,
and
average.
Wait,
my point
she's
here
more attractive?
than Glenn Powell, yes, genuinely 100%. I pinky promise you. Now, what I'm saying here is I wouldn't rate. I would rate both of them at other numbers than 9s, right? And that's not relevant to the conversation, but. She rated them both at 9. All of our standards are different. We're all looking at the same pictures and seeing different things. Like I personally don't think that Glenn Powell's body is the most attractive
that's
body
fair.
a guy can
Give me
have.
the 9.
I didn't say it was the most
I'll tell you what.
attractive.
I'll just grant this for a second. Who's the 9 for you
Of men.
that we can pull up?
On it, I do think that Ryan Gosling does land at a 9, most
Okay,
likely.
what about Glenn Powell?
Glenn Powell? I would say probably around a 6.
Okay, now give
Glenn
us
Powell of
now give
fucking
us a new name that's not either of them
my
that you
God.
would rate a 9.
That I would rate a 9.
Could be a singer, could be whoever.
Harry Styles, I guess.
Harry Styles.
I find him to be very
9,
attractive.
Glenn Powell.
This has been an argument with my friends for a long time. I think Glenn Powell is not very attractive.
Wait, like I can say that he's like societally very attractive, but he's like not attractive to me. And like the celebrity I would think
fair.
of would probably not be attractive to other people, like my ideal.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
who's
mean,
that?
Manny Montana.
Is that?
Well, you can't see him right now, but like he's probably not everyone's 10.
this is just like I do genuinely, wholeheartedly believe she is out of Glenn Powell's league.
Makes sense.
She would be settling for Glenn Powell.
I don't.
Looks-wise.
Looks-wise, yes.
So, what about body? Just strictly body. So, okay, maybe you're doing a face assessment. So, again, I'm not trying to be insulted. Like I'm fucking overweight. I'm a fatty. I get it. She's overweight. At least in the photos that we saw of Glenn Powell, the guy's like top 1% in terms of body.
I personally don't find his body type very physically attractive, but that's just a me thing.
He's physically fit.
Yeah, I think that being fit is a good thing. Yeah, but I don't think that
What constitutes male attractiveness as it relates to body?
Well, can you pull up the
Absent
pictures again, and I
fitness.
can really reevaluate? Because I think too much muscle definition isn't really my thing personally.
He's not a bodybuilder.
Yeah, he's not.
Maybe I
He's
didn't
just
take
like
a very good
really
look at it.
fit-
I don't look up photos of him on my spare time. You pulled it up.
What
There was a shirtless
constitutes-
picture of him chiseled as fuck.
What
Like,
constitutes like a attractive male body to you? Like more towards fat versus fit?
I tend to lean toward leaner. I find muscle
Glenn Powell.
attractive. I think too much muscle is unattractive.
Glenn
I
Powell.
think that.
These are all Glenn Powell features.
Can you? I'm sorry. I would love for you to pull him back up. I got a tiny glimpse at the shirtless
Like,
photo.
You
of
know what's
him.
actually interesting? When we make this discussion about body, we're talking objective, subjective, or universal. There's really compelling arguments as to the subjectivity of like facial attractiveness. That's much more nuanced, and there's much more cultural differences. However, when it comes to assessments, at least of male peak physical attractiveness as assessed by women. And again, look, I actually think women prefer the like super bodybuilder, like maybe for fitness girls, they like the like full on super gigantic bodybuilder types.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
I think there's like very clear universality. Women will continually move towards physical fitness.
Yes.
As it relates to body attractiveness. So this doesn't mean like super giant, but if he's got some
fit.
degree of muscle
Yeah, he's
definition and
fit.
fitness, that's
I think it
that's-
tells you about abilities and like where your discipline lies. Like it tells you more about their mind when you can see how someone takes care of themselves.
I would argue in extreme cases it does. Like if someone, who looks like you, I can make assumptions about your lifestyle, right? But I do definitely think that people can have very similar lifestyles and still look relatively different. Again, the extremes obviously do show things about
They're
your
not
life.
really going to be looking relatively different if one's in the gym every 2 days and the other one's not.
Yeah, that's the extreme. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's not the extreme.
I do think the
We're talking about people who just have like they're basically taking care of themselves, and then those who aren't. And it is the case that you can have what's called skinny fat. We all know exactly what fucking skinny fat is. Okay, there's no muscle tone, there's no nothing, right? They're skinny, but it's squishy. And so the thing is like it is the case objectively. If you have women rate men, right, especially on body type, Brian's absolutely right about this. And there's actual data on this from dating apps. If the man is moved towards the lean side, not necessarily the bodybuilder, he's right about that too. They don't have to be huge, but if they move towards the lean side, especially if they have a flat stomach and they have good muscle tone, there's almost universal agreement. Then that's better than dad bod.
Sure. Like there are general preferences. I didn't argue that. But I mean, okay, I have a question for you.